Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. Today is a single round event. Everything counts here today, folks. Let's get down to that first tee now and pick up on the action. And 33 feet to go. And starting the round off at even par. And now setting up on this par 3. And I think he will like that. And this putt is for birdie. And now we're going to take a look at the leader. And after that one, he'll stay at even par. And now the third hole tee off. Okay, and from 200 yards away. Going with the hybrid here. I think this is going towards the rough here, folks. Well, he's going to have to re-hit. He's gone out of bounds here. And about 200 yards to the pin. Well, it's not on the top of the list of best approach shots today. I think he tried to use the fade on that one, but just didn't pan out. Yeah, it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. And 2 over for the day after that hole. And now the 4th hole. And he's probably not happy about that shot. And he's going to have to be careful here, folks. He's deep down into that rough. Well, looks like this might be heading for some trouble. Well, this one's still in the rough, but I'd take this lie over the previous. And this putt is needed to save par. And that one's right in the cup. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. And he will be putting now, and about 5 feet from the cup. And that drops for bogey. And in today's event, thus far, score to beat is even par. And now the 6th hole. And I don't think this is going to end well, folks. Ooh, and a very nice shot from a difficult lie. That's got to drop. And after that one, +2 for the day. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. From 130 yards. Going with the 9-iron here. Poor luck on that approach shot. And the wind got the best of that one, I think. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And a decent little putt there. And as we look at the leaderboard, current leader sits at 1 under. And the 8th hole is next. Well, that approach shot's not going to be on anyone's highlight reel, I don't think. Not enough club on that one, I think. Ooh, just missing here. And about 5 feet to go here. Ooh, that was very close. Ooh, and that was very, very close. This one's about 3 feet away. And that one will drop. And currently sitting at 5 over for the day after that hole. Okay, and on to the 9th. Well, I'm not sure exactly where this will end up, but it could be bad. Oh, this lie will be easier than the last. He's got to be pleased with that. And this putt's for birdie. Oh my goodness, close, very close, but no cigar. And tapping it in to end the round with a par. And folks, the event is over for him. He's not really going to be on the podium, so to speak, but he will definitely be working on his game up until the next event in the season. And that is it for me here, folks, from all of us here at the TGC Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are ready for the golf. I'm so glad you could join us for this event presented by the TGC Network. It's time to begin, folks. Our 9th event of the season is just about to get underway. Let's get down to that first tee. And with that, I declare this event has begun. And he's probably not too happy about that one. Looking like 8 feet to the cup here. Ooh. And this one's for par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And starting today's round off at even par. And setting up for the par 5 hole. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. From here, about 230 yards to the pin. That looks like the hybrid. And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2. And this for the birdie. Solid putt. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. And now let us see what the third hole has in store.
Talk to you after, okay? Love you too. Bye.
Here's a 9-iron. And about 14 feet to the cup. For the bird. And after that one, sitting at 2 under for the day. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Well, so far so good for this one. And about 210 to the pin from here. And I think that's the hybrid. And this for the birdie. Oh, and a solid attempt at a long putt. Just doesn't want to drop. And tapping in for the par. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. And now setting up for the par 4. Nothing wrong with that. About 100 yards to the pin. And he's on the green. This one's about 9 feet away. And that one will go for birdie. And he's going to stick to first place after that one. And moving on to the 6th here. And just absolutely pounded this drive. And setting up this shot below the hole. And here's a 3-iron. And that approach is on the green. Quite a long putt ahead. Oh my goodness. And 3 under for the day after that one. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. And a promising looking shot here. And I think you'll like that. And this putt is for birdie. Ooh, unfortunate. And now let's take a look and see how things are going on the leaderboard. And no change for him leaderboard-wise after that hole. Looks like the hybrid is on display here. And this one's heading towards the green. "15 feet away here. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. Okay, and he's still in first place, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think this one's gonna find the short grass. And he's probably gonna like that. And not the best approach shot we've seen today. Just not enough club on that one. And this to save the par. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And currently sitting at 3 under for the day after that one. Okay, and the 10th hole. Ooh, and look at that drive go. Five feet to go here. For the birdie. And after that hole, he's still in first place. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. And I think he's going to like that. And now from 15 feet. Ooh, and it just misses. And tapping in for the par. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. And now we find ourselves on the 12th. It looks like a 7-iron. Oh, this is definitely heading towards the green. And that approach has found the green, but there will be a lot of work to do to sink the next putt. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. Okay, and he's on the green now. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing this one with a good putt. And no change ranking-wise after that hole. And setting up now on the 14th hole. And heading for the green. And that one is on the green with quite a bit of real estate to make up on that next putt. And tapping in for the par. And after that one, he's still in first place. And now teeing off on the par 5. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup.
I am back.
And that one goes in for the bird.
There we go,
And
for
after
the
that one,
bird.
6 under for the day. And that also means he is in first place on the leaderboard. think we'll find some fairway here.
I'm hoping.
But in actual fact, that one ended up in the rough.
And that's just going to trickle off, which should leave us a nice little chip.
And after that hole, he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard. Okay, and moving on to the 17th now. And this shot's looking promising. From 245 yards to the pin.
Gonna be a touch long, but
I think he's going to like that. And this for the birdie.
for the bird.
And as we check the standings, he's still in first after that one. And the wind could come into play on this one. I know some others have had some issues. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Well, this one's debatable. Could be rough, could be fairway.
Could be bunker. Oh no, we check up just shy, so you get a touch of a lucky break. Lobby, 6 up, couple of touches of loft. And way too much loft.
Really nice shot out of the sand. And this next putt is for a final round score of 65. That would have been par, but just a near miss there. And tapping it in to end this round with a bogey. And this event is over, and he will take it for himself, winding up number 1 out of all the rest of the field. Very good job. Well done to him. Well, that will do it for our broadcast here today. From myself and my colleagues here at the TGC Network, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy. So glad you could join us for this event here on the TGC Network. This will be a single round event, and we are just about to get underway. So let's get down to that first tee. And he can't be pleased with himself after that one. And that's a bit of bad luck. He's in the water here. This one's about a 7-footer. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And starting the day off here at 1 over par. And teeing off on this par 3. Going with the 8-iron.
Oh, you're kidding.
I think the 8-iron was a bit much on this one. And that couldn't have been the intended result on that approach. Too much club on that, I think.
And looks like we're going another bogey.
And about 9 feet to go here. And that will be for bogey. And as we look at the leaderboard today, the current score to beat is 2 under par. And just a huge drive here. And setting up in the sand. From 21 feet away. And the long putt will drop. Very nice stroke on that one. And after that hole, 1 over for the day. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. This one's looking pretty good so far. And 135 yards to the pin. with the 9-iron. This one's looking pretty good. Well, the approach did find the green, but quite a long distance putt ahead. And that one will drop for birdie. And after that one, he's going to go down to even par. And he's currently tied for 4th up on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on this par 4. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. About 100 yards to the pin from here. I think you'll like that. And this is for birdie. Oh my, this is looking too good to be true. And that was just pretty to watch. Long, long putt right into the cup. And next up is a par 4, folks. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. And this shot could be interesting, setting up above the hole. And here's an 8-iron. This one's looking good, folks.
Did run on a little bit more than I like.
And setting up 13 feet from the cup here. Ooh. That was very close.
That was because of my little swing.
And
I
for the
pulled it to
par.
left. But we do
Currently sitting
scramble a
at
nice
1 under for the day.
half
And is
save.
currently tied for 2nd place on the leaderboard. And going with the 9-iron.
That should be half decent.
Okay, he's putting now. And this putt is for birdie. And that one will drop. And he now shares the top spot on the leaderboard. And he'll be happy with that. And from here, about 210 yards to the pin. Going with the 3-iron. Well, not a good approach shot there. Too much club, I think. Really nicely done out of the sand, and that is putting par very much within grasp. And that par putt will drop. And he's still tied for first place after that one. And now teeing off on the par 5. Well, this one's a close call. This could be in the rough.
And of course we land in the rough. Oh, that's bunkered.
Now let's see how this goes out of the fairway bunker. "12 feet to the cup." And that'll drop for birdie. And no change in his standings after that hole. And let's see what the 10th has in store. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. From about 185 yards. This is heading towards the green.
Come on, that was all over it.
And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. Ooh, inches away. And this is right around the 8-foot mark. Ooh, that one's that's too bad. And this one for bogey. And now let's take a look at the action on the leaderboard. And sitting at 2 under for the day. And moving on to the 11th hole. That's too bad on this shot. He's gone into the water.
What a joke. There's no way that should have gone into the water.
This one's about 8 feet. And that'll be for the bogue. And currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. This one's questionable as to where it's going to end up.
And that wind did absolutely stuff all then.
And this putt is for birdie. Oh, that was so close.
We are picking up.
And this
a
putt
par.
is for par. And he's sticking to the same position he was at after that hole. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And this next shot is from above the hole. And this is a 4 iron. And that next putt is going to be an epic one, that's for sure, but they're on the green. Oh my goodness, just missed. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. Okay, let's see what this tee shot has in store on the 14th. And I think he will be happy with that. Okay, about 185 yards to the pin. Going with the 4 iron here. I think he'll like that. From 19 feet.
And that's going to be another.
This putt's about 3 feet away. And that putt will drop for par. And after that one, nothing's changing here. He's still tied for first. And next up, we have a par 5 hole. And I'm sure he's going to like that. And about 230 yards to the pin. And here's a hybrid shot. And that's a pretty inspiring shot just there, hitting this par 5 green in 2 definite eagle possibilities. And the putt drops for eagle.
And we convert.
And as we check the standings, he's still holding down first place after that one. And the shot's looking pretty good. All right, and he's on the green. And this putt's for birdie. And that putt will drop. And no change in his leaderboard status after that hole. And number 17. It appears to be heading for the fairway here.
And we're fine.
Okay, and from 125 yards out. Looking good. Now he's on the green. Time for putting. This one's a 9-footer. Oh, I thought that one was going to be in.
Just a little
This
bit
putt
too much
is
pace
par.
on that one.
And he's still at the top of the leaderboard after that one. And teeing off on this next hole. Wind could be an issue on this one. And, well, I guess we're about to find out. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And about a deuce and a half away here. This next putt is for a final round score of 67. And ladies and gentlemen, he will be the winner here today. The event has come to an end. Wow, he's got to just be so proud of himself.
Decent round.
Well, that is all for us here at the TGC Network. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Let's see what we've got here. Let's see, here we go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some golf. My name's John McCarthy. So glad you could join us, and I can't wait to get things started here on the TGC Network. And I think it's just about time to begin. This is the 11th event of the season, and we are on the first hole tee off. Let's check it out. And he's got to be happy with that. And it looks like it's going into the deep stuff.
Gotta believe Lodo's bouncing and rolling. That's just first cut.
Setting up this shot in the rough. This putt's for birdie.
178, so fairly sleek.
Oh, and it just didn't drop. And starting the round off with a par. And now the second hole tee off. And that approach is on with a lengthy putt coming up. And this one's about 6 feet away. And that putt drops. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And now setting up for the par 4. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. From here, about 225 to the pin. Going with the hybrid here. And that approach is on the green. And lengthy putt in the near future. And right into the cup. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. All right, here's the 4th hole. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And from 165 yards out. And going with the 7-iron on this one. Now it's an unfortunate approach shot. I'm not sure, but I think the wind might have had something to do with that. This one looks about 4 feet. That putt's gonna drop for par. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. Okay, let's see what the 5th has in store for us. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And he will like that. Yeah, this one's about 19 feet away.
we
just
are getting
missing here.
par.
And this for...
And there we go with the par.
And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. Well, so far so good for this one. And about 120 yards out from here.
I'll loft this up a fair bit.
Going with a pitching wedge here.
Let the wind do what it
Going
should do,
towards the
hopefully.
green here. And this one's for birdie. And the putt will drop. And
we
after
get a
that
nice little
hole,
bird.
2 under. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. I think we'll find some fairway here. And from 150 yards.
150. Couple of touches of deal off.
Going with the 9-iron here. This could be good. It's heading for the green here. Okay,
Probably should
he
have
is
just
now
played that
on
dead,
the green.
but
And about 10 feet to go here. For the birdie.
we do get a bird.
And after that hole, 3 under on the day. And now the 8th hole. And it sounded powerful off the club face. This is going for days. And about 170 yards to the pin.
172 up.
And going with the 6-iron.
That should be decent.
All right, and he's on. And this one's for birdie. And a nice putt there. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. And on to the 9th hole.
Par 3.
This is the 3-iron, I believe.
That should be decent. Should run out nicely. Oh, I was expecting it to check up a bit
And now
quicker
he's going to
than
be
that.
digging that putter out. And about 9 feet away here. And that putt will drop for birdie.
But we do get a birdie.
And still in first place after that hole. And on to the 10th hole here. And nicely done. Looking like we'll have some fairway here. Okay, about 165 yards to the pin.
165. I reckon D loft in the 8's the best play.
Going with the 8-iron here. And with that, he's on the green. And this one's for birdie. Ooh, and that was very close. It just didn't drop. And this putt's right around 2 feet.
Had that have been a touch,
and after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. And now, the 11th hole. This one's looking pretty good so far. And apologies to those folks at home. That shot actually ended up in the rough. I think he'll like that. And about 12 feet to go to get to that cup. And that one goes for birdie. And sitting at 6 under for the day after that hole. And let's see what the 12th has in store. I think this one's going to find the short grass. And he's taking this through some brush here. And this for the birdie. And folks, this is looking too good. Oh my, and that was just fun to watch.
Got yourselves up, another little birdie.
Still managing to hold on to first place. And now the 13th hole.
Believe they often 7 a little's the best way.
Looks like a 7 iron.
That nasty swing's going to cost us, but should be good distance-wise.
And nothing wrong with that shot. And about 14 feet away here. Oh, that was very close. And for the par.
Picking up the par.
And a nice putt. And after that one, 7 under par for the day. And setting up now on the 14th tee. Well, you'll probably like that. And a $190 out here.
$190. A real couple of touches of deal off.
Think that's the 4 iron. And this one's definitely heading towards the green.
And that's off.
And it would appear that shot actually ended up in the rough. And this putt to save par. Oh, my goodness, that was close. This putt is for bogey. And a nice putt.
And we pick up a bogey.
And no change for him leaderboard-wise after that hole. And moving on to the 15th hole. And look at the distance on this. From about 120 yards. All right, he's on the green now. This one's about 10 feet from the cup. And that one drops for the birdie.
For the birdie, birdie, birdie.
And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. And now setting up on the 16th tee. And this shot's looking promising.
I'm tipping that's probably a flop or a pitch. Couple of touches of loft. Nasty swing line.
Pretty sure he's gonna like that one. And this putt's for birdie. And that one will drop. And he is just really stacking the birdies here today on the scorecard. That looks like the hybrid. And I think he'll like that from 19 feet away. Ooh, that would have been good. And tapping it in for the par. And sitting at 8 under par after that hole. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. From 240 yards away.
That's not bad, not good. That's a mammoth putt though.
Fantastic work on this par 5, hitting the green in 2. And this next putt for a final round score of 61. And this putt is for birdie. Tapping in to end this round with a birdie. And ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner. He's wound up on the top of the leaderboard. This event is over and he is pleased, no doubt about that. And That's it for us here today, folks. We thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, we will see you next time.
And let's jump in. And I'm pretty sure this is
ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready for some golf because it's almost guaranteed to be a good time here on the TGC network. And I just want to thank you folks for sticking with us for the whole season here. It has been a distinct pleasure to be with you. Let's get this final round of the season underway, shall we? Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And from 135 away.
135. I'm going to deal off this bad boy a bit. That slow's going to kill me.
And nothing wrong with that shot. And about 8 feet to the cup from here. And that putt drops on in for par.
And we open with a nice little par.
And starting today's round off at even par. And now let's see what this second hole has in store. I think he'll be happy with that. And about 175 yards to the pin.
Couple of little touches of day off.
And going with the 7-iron on this one. Okay, and he's on the green now. This one's right around 8 feet. For the birdie.
And we'll pick up a nice little birdie.
He's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Now let's see what this third hole has in store.
What have we got?
And here's the 6-iron. This one's looking good.
That's going to be long. Perhaps that should have gone down to the 7, but it is what it is. We will scramble our par.
And tapping in for par. And after that hole, he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard. And next up is the par 5. And this is looking fairway bound. And about 100 yards to the pin from here.
I'm actually getting a bit of deloft on this.
And
Wow,
that
that
approach is
checked up
on
really
the
quick.
green with some distance left. Oh, that's bad luck there. Okay, and now we will take a look at the
That
leaderboard.
is the par.
And one under for the day after that hole. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And it's about a 105-yard shot to the pin. And he's on the green, setting up 12 feet away from the cup. And they're about 3 feet away here. And that one drops for par. And no change in his standings after that hole. And moving on to the 6th. And that was quite a display of power there. Okay, and about 205 yards to the pin. And here's a 3-iron. And I think he will like that. Oh my goodness, that was a good attempt at a very long putt. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And he's going to move up in the standings after that hole. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. And a promising looking shot here. And this for the birdie. And just like that, he takes a share of the lead. And let's see what the 8th has in store today. I think that's the hybrid. Poor approach. Definitely not enough club on that one.
If we would have hit the green, I have to believe we would have been fairly good.
And this putt is needed to save par. And a decent putt. And he's still tied for first after that. And setting up for this next tee off. Wind could be an issue here. Let's see. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about 245 yards to the pin.
And it goes a mile. Actually, that might not be too bad.
Five feet to go here for the birdie. And today currently sitting at 3 under par. Okay, and the 10th hole. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. And that one goes in with a bird. And after that,
birdie.
leaderboard. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens.
I love you too, Bubby. Oh, cool.
Going with the 4 iron here. And I think he's going to like that. And this for the birdie. Nice little putt. And after that one, 5 under for the day. And moving along now on the 12th hole. And some serious power involved in a drive like this. And about 200 yards to the pin. And this is a 4 iron. And I don't think that was the intended result for that approach shot. I'm pretty sure the wind was the culprit there. And this is to save par. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And after that hole, he's still in first place. And time for the 13th here. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And about 145 yards to the pin. And this one's looking pretty good.
And that's off with that fast.
This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And he's sticking to the same position he was at after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And about 205 yards to the pin. And I think he will be pleased with that. And about 19 feet to the cup. Ooh, and that was very close. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And currently sitting at 5 under for the day after that one. And setting up now on the 15th. And fantastic distance on this drive. From 130 yards out. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And this is for birdie. Ooh, and just inches away. And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And after that one, 5 under par for the day. And next up is a par 4, folks. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway.
Let's loft it up a bit. Didn't mean to take that power out. Oh,
Nothing wrong with that. 25 feet from the cup. Ooh, it looked close. just didn't go. And this putt is for par. And that one will drop.
Just hoping to get to 7 under
No
here. If I can do
change
that,
ranking-wise
very
after
happy.
that hole. And now getting ready to tee off on this par 3.
Just gonna dig off the crap out of this.
Going with the 8-iron.
That's got that slope.
And some unfortunate luck there on that approach shot. And just not enough club
Had we
on
just
that
got
one.
that past that slope, it could have been very good.
And this to save par. And a good putt. And after that one, he's still in first place. Teeing it up here on the 18th. And nicely done. Looking like we'll have some fairway here. And about 175 yards away here. Going with the 4-iron.
That's going to be long.
I think he's overcompensated here. He's flying the green, I think. And not the greatest approach shot there. Bit too much club on that one.
That ran on the fairway.
And this next putt is for 66 on their final round. Oh my, this is looking very, very promising. And the par putt drops. And ladies and gentlemen, he has won this one. The event is in the books, and his name is on the top of the leaderboard. And folks, that's all she wrote for us here today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Alright guys, that is all for TBomber. And I enjoyed majority of his courses. A lot of fun. Alright guys, I will be back maybe a little bit later on if I've got some more time to start a new designer series. If not, definitely tomorrow. Till then guys, take care.